The idea that high earners could be struggling financially seems counterintuitive. With a substantial income, one would assume that financial worries would be minimal, if not non-existent. However, the reality is far more complex and surprising. Many individuals with six-figure salaries or more find themselves living paycheck to paycheck, burdened by debt, and lacking savings. This phenomenon raises important questions about the nature of wealth and financial security. How is it possible that those who earn significantly more than the average person still find themselves in precarious financial situations? Understanding this paradox is crucial, not just for high earners, but for anyone who aspires to financial stability. The issue goes beyond mere spending habits. It touches on deeper psychological, social, and economic factors that influence how individuals manage their money. By exploring the reasons behind this disconnect between high income and financial well-being, we can uncover valuable insights into the pitfalls that even those with substantial resources can face. But before we delve into the video, I need you to drop a comment saying, "I am prosperous and successful." Positive affirmations attract good things into our lives, so comment, "I am prosperous and successful." When I see your comment, I'll give it a heart. Now, let's continue. One of the most significant factors contributing to the financial struggles of high earners is lifestyle inflation, a phenomenon where increased income leads to proportionally higher spending. Lifestyle inflation, also known as lifestyle creep, occurs when individuals gradually increase their spending as their income rises, often to the point where their expenses match or even exceed their income. This pattern of behavior is surprisingly common among high earners and can quickly erode any financial gains that come with a higher salary. Lifestyle inflation can be defined as the tendency of individuals to increase their spending in tandem with their income. As people earn more, they often feel justified in upgrading their lifestyle, purchasing more expensive items, or indulging in luxuries that were previously out of reach. While this may seem harmless or even deserved, the problem arises when these new spending habits become permanent fixtures in one's financial life, leaving little room for saving or investing. The consequences of lifestyle inflation are far-reaching. It not only reduces the amount of money available for saving and investing, but also increases financial stress. Individuals who fall victim to lifestyle inflation may find themselves constantly trying to keep up with their expenses, leaving them vulnerable to financial shocks such as job loss, medical emergencies, or economic downturns. Moreover, the longer lifestyle inflation continues, the harder it becomes to reverse as people become accustomed to their new standard of living. The psychological aspect of lifestyle inflation cannot be ignored. Humans have a natural tendency to seek improvement and progress, which often translates into a desire for a better lifestyle as income increases. This desire is further fueled by societal pressures and the pervasive culture of consumerism, where success is often equated with material wealth and possessions. While lifestyle inflation is a major factor, poor financial planning is another critical reason why high earners find themselves broke. Earning a substantial income does not automatically translate into financial security. It requires careful planning, budgeting, and management of resources. Unfortunately, many high earners overlook these essential components of financial health, leading to a range of financial difficulties. One of the most common mistakes made by high earners is the failure to create and adhere to a budget. Budgeting is a fundamental tool for managing money, yet many individuals with high incomes assume that their earnings are sufficient to cover all expenses without the need for detailed planning. This assumption can be dangerously misleading. Without a budget, it becomes challenging to track where money is going, leading to overspending in certain areas. High earners may find themselves spending excessively on luxury items, dining out, or entertainment, all while neglecting essential financial obligations such as saving for retirement or paying down debt. Over time, this lack of budgeting can result in a financial shortfall, where expenses outpace income, leading to debt accumulation and financial stress. In addition to not budgeting, high earners often mismanage their income by failing to allocate funds strategically. Income mismanagement can take various forms, such as not setting aside money for taxes, neglecting to save for emergencies, or failing to invest in opportunities that could generate additional wealth. For example, a high earner might choose to spend a large portion of their income on a luxurious vacation or a new car without considering the long-term financial implications. While these expenditures might bring temporary satisfaction, they do little to enhance financial security. On the other hand, if that same money were invested in a retirement account, a diversified portfolio, or real estate, it could contribute to long-term wealth accumulation. Another major reason why so many high earners find themselves broke is the accumulation of high levels of debt. While debt is a common financial tool, when not managed properly, it can quickly spiral out of control, even for those with substantial incomes. High earners are not immune to the challenges of debt, and in many cases, they may be more susceptible due to the availability of credit and the pressure to maintain a certain lifestyle. One of the most significant contributors to high debt levels among high earners is the purchase of luxury items on credit. With a high income, it may seem reasonable to finance expensive cars, designer clothing, or upscale home renovations through loans or credit cards. However, these purchases often come with hefty monthly payments and high interest rates, which can quickly add up. For example, a high earner might lease a luxury vehicle with a monthly payment that exceeds what they can comfortably afford. While the initial thrill of driving a high-end car may be satisfying, the ongoing financial burden can become overwhelming, particularly if other expenses also begin to mount. As credit card balances grow, so do the minimum payments and interest charges, leading to a cycle of debt that is difficult to escape. One of the most insidious aspects of debt is the cost of interest. When high earners carry large balances on credit cards, loans, or mortgages, they may end up paying thousands of dollars in interest each year. This interest represents money that could otherwise be used for saving, investing, or paying down the principal balance of the debt. The impact of interest costs is particularly significant when it comes to high-interest debt, such as credit cards. For example, a credit card with a 20% interest rate can quickly lead to substantial interest charges if the balance is not paid off in full each month. Over time, these interest payments can consume a significant portion of a high earner's income, reducing their ability to save or invest for the future. An emergency fund is a critical component of financial security, yet many high earners neglect to establish one. An emergency fund serves as a financial safety net, providing a cushion against unexpected expenses or income disruptions. Without an emergency fund, even those with high incomes can find themselves in a precarious financial situation when faced with unforeseen circumstances. Life is unpredictable, and unexpected expenses can arise at any time. These might include medical bills, car repairs, home maintenance, or even job loss. For high earners, the absence of an emergency fund means that these expenses must be covered out of pocket, often leading to the use of credit cards or loans. This can quickly result in debt accumulation, particularly if multiple unexpected expenses arise in a short period. Surprisingly, many high earners live paycheck to paycheck, with little to no savings set aside for emergencies. This situation arises when income is fully committed to covering monthly expenses, leaving nothing left over for savings. Living paycheck to paycheck is risky, as it leaves individuals vulnerable to financial shocks that could destabilize their financial situation. If a high earner loses their job or experiences a reduction in income, they may struggle to cover their expenses without dipping into savings or relying on credit. Without an emergency fund to fall back on, they may be forced to make difficult decisions such as selling assets, cutting back on essential expenses, or taking on additional debt. The lack of an emergency fund can have a profound impact on long-term financial security. When faced with unexpected expenses, individuals without an emergency fund may be forced to liquidate investments, withdraw from retirement accounts, or take on high-interest debt. These actions can have lasting consequences, reducing the ability to build wealth and achieve financial goals. The stress and anxiety associated with not having an emergency fund can take a toll on mental and emotional well-being. Financial stress is a leading cause of anxiety and can negatively impact relationships, work performance, and overall quality of life. Another significant factor contributing to the financial struggles of high earners is an over-reliance on future earnings. High earners often assume that their income will continue to grow or remain stable over time, leading to complacency in financial planning and a lack of diversification. This assumption can be risky, as it leaves individuals vulnerable to changes in the economy, job market, or personal circumstances. High earners may fall into the trap of assuming that their income will always remain high or continue to increase over time. This assumption can lead to a false sense of security, where individuals believe they can afford to spend freely without worrying about the future. However, this mindset overlooks the potential for income disruptions such as job loss, economic downturns, or changes in the industry. Another consequence of over-reliance on future earnings is a lack of diversification in income streams. Many high earners rely solely on their salary to support their lifestyle, without exploring additional sources of income, such as investments, rental properties, or side businesses. This reliance on a single income stream can be risky, as it leaves individuals vulnerable to changes in their job or industry. Diversification is a key principle of financial planning, as it helps to spread risk and reduce reliance on any one source of income. For high earners, this might involve investing in stocks, bonds, or real estate, starting a side business, or developing multiple streams of income. By diversifying their income sources, high earners can reduce their financial risk and build a more resilient financial foundation. Economic downturns and job loss are common challenges that can significantly impact high earners. During a recession or economic slowdown, high earners may face layoffs, salary reductions, or reduced opportunities for advancement. These events can have a profound impact on financial stability, particularly for those who have not adequately prepared. High earners often face significant social and psychological pressure to maintain a certain status, which can contribute to financial difficulties. The desire to project an image of success and wealth can lead to excessive spending, lifestyle inflation, and financial strain. In many cases, high earners are expected to maintain a certain lifestyle that reflects their income level. This might include living in an upscale neighborhood, driving luxury cars, wearing designer clothing, and participating in exclusive social events. These social expectations can create pressure to spend beyond one's means, leading to financial stress and debt accumulation. A high earner who feels pressured to keep up with their peers may be tempted to lease an expensive car or purchase a luxury home, even if it stretches their budget. While these expenditures may enhance their social status in the short term, they can lead to long-term financial difficulties, particularly if income levels fluctuate or unexpected expenses arise. The pressure to keep up with peers is a common challenge for high earners, particularly in competitive industries or social circles. The desire to match the lifestyle and spending habits of friends, colleagues, or neighbors can lead to a cycle of overspending and financial stress. This phenomenon, often referred to as keeping up with the Joneses, can be particularly harmful for high earners who feel the need to constantly upgrade their lifestyle to match or exceed that of their peers. The pressure to maintain a high status can have a significant impact on both mental and financial health. Constantly striving to meet social expectations can lead to feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and stress, particularly if one's financial resources are stretched thin. This stress can, in turn, lead to poor financial decision-making, such as taking on additional debt or neglecting long-term financial goals. The focus on status and material wealth can detract from more meaningful aspects of life, such as relationships, personal fulfillment, and overall well-being. High earners who prioritize status over financial security may find themselves trapped in a cycle of constant striving, never feeling truly satisfied or financially secure. The paradox of high earners struggling financially is a complex issue that touches on a range of factors. Despite earning substantial incomes, many high earners find themselves living paycheck to paycheck, burdened by debt and lacking savings or investments. Understanding the reasons behind this phenomenon is essential for anyone seeking to achieve financial security, regardless of their income level. It is clear that earning a high income alone is not enough to ensure financial stability. It requires careful planning, disciplined spending, and a long-term perspective. I hope you found this video helpful. Before you go, don't forget to check out my other videos. See you in the next one.